So it's Madrid, day one, and I'm jet lagged as fuck. But I did manage to fall asleep at like 4 in the morning, and it's about 10 a.m. now. And we're gonna go wander around Retiro Park after going to a cafe to get some comida. One thing that you notice right away is the weather. Super nice here. It's like 80 to 85 degrees right now. We're walking around in this park with just a beautiful view of the city too. So one thing that they tell you to do when you get to Spain is to walk around Retiro Park. That's what we're doing right now. It's a beautiful day in Madrid, and this is a very gorgeous park. Take a look at this thing here. I don't know anything about the history of this area. I don't know how old that statue is or anything like that, but just a really beautiful day and a really lovely walk. So when you walk around this park, like in the background you guys can't see, but there's this lake that you can rent a paddle boat around. But then you get to sort of like the south end of it, and it's just nothing but like street vendors and street performers. There's some kind of a band playing over there. We're gonna go check it out right now. Okay, so we just got done walking around in Retiro Park, and then I had a beer at a little cafe. Ya vamos al Museo del Prado. Alright, so we just got done with the Museo del Prado, and unfortunately we couldn't take any pictures or video inside the museum, but it was huge. Like, it took us quite a long time to get from one side to the other. A lot of really cool paintings and sculptures that are hundreds of years old, thousands of years old. I would recommend it. But we're hungry now, so we're gonna go get some food. So this is our last day in Madrid. Unfortunately, yesterday I was laid out because my body just has not adapted whatsoever to the new time zone. I'm still in American time zone, so like I was up last night at like midnight, and I stayed awake until like 9 until we got up and we went and got breakfast. And today we're gonna go back to Retiro Park. That's where we're at right now, because there's this building called El Palacio de Cristal, which is like, as me like a building of glass or something like that. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we wanted to check off the list. And then after this, we're gonna go to the Templo de Muertos or something like that. It's like they have like Egyptian
ruins,
caskets or whatever you call them, crypts or something. I don't know what the fuck they have. Like, one thing I'll tell you right now, my favorite part of Madrid is just the buildings, the architecture. It's some of the most beautiful building structures I've ever seen in my life. This trip has been a lot of fun for me, even though I've been super tired the whole time. So yeah, we'll see you guys at El Palacio.
I'm looking at the doggo. He's barking at the dog.
Okay, so this is the Airbnb that we were staying in. It's one of the things that made this trip pretty affordable. It's like, what is this, a studio or like a one bedroom? I think it's a one bedroom. Yeah. It's technically a one bedroom. It's probably 10 feet wide and maybe like 75 feet long. And like I said, yeah, it's one of the things that made this trip pretty affordable. It was only like, I don't know how much it was, 150 a night or something like that.
Less than that.
It was less than 150 a night, split 2 ways. This trip was super affordable. This is a really affordable trip. So we got to Lisbon 2 hours ago, and the Airbnb is not made for people with height. And if I walk into the bathroom, I gotta do one of these. I don't think I can stand up. No, I can. We're good. All right, so this is me coming down the stairs. What are you laughing at? There's no AC, he didn't have a fan or anything like that, so I had to go on a Lord of the Rings style journey to find a fan, which is very difficult in a country where you don't speak the language, but I finally got one. So I think we're in the clear for now. We're gonna go get some food, and then I don't know what the fuck we're doing tonight, but this has been an adventure so far today. Okay, so it is about, what time is it? 7 p.m. in Portugal. And both of us are fighting jet lag, her more so than me.
I'm dying inside.
She slept like maybe 1 or 2 hours last night. So her gas tank is running empty. But we're gonna go down to the barrio, right? Where I guess they have a bunch of cool bars. We're gonna have a couple drinks and you know, have a good time. So to blend in with the tourists a little bit, I got this kind of cheesy hat. And we're at the Castle of St. George right now, which is what you guys are seeing behind these trees, though you can't really see it. But the coolest part isn't there. The coolest part is down here because you can see just an incredible view of the city behind me. And it is incredibly gorgeous. Like, look at this. So today is our last day in Portugal and we decided to come to Sintra. Well, first of all, are you ready to leave or do you wish we could stay a little bit longer?
I wish we would have stayed longer.
Like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it here a lot, but I think I'm a little ready to go home. But it's just kind of a bummer too, because like the last day that we're here is when I'm finally over the jet lag and I was able to go to bed at like 11 and wake up at like 7. But Sintra is kind of like a city that is famous for having a lot of natural beauty and castles and things like that, right? It's not as big and packed and compact as Lisbon, although that was beautiful as well. And so we're gonna walk up here, get into a tour bus, and then go take a look at all the different castles in the city. Okay, so yesterday I told you guys that I think I found the best view in Portugal, but I think I was wrong. Okay, so this is the last night in Portugal. Both of us are pretty tired, and I'm just gonna end it abruptly. So I get on a plane tomorrow. We gotta get on a plane and go from Portugal to England, which is like a 3-hour flight, and then we gotta do a layover in England for like 5 hours.
And our flight's at 6 in the morning.
And yeah, we have to leave here, the Airbnb, at like... 3:30 or 3:25, something like that. And then the flight from London to Los Angeles is like 11 hours. So it's going to be a long day of traveling tomorrow. Hopefully this video comes out okay. I just kind of filmed just random shit. And we'll see if we can put together something interesting from the whole package. But yeah, that's been my trip. Our trip to Spain and Portugal. Boom.